Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the new year of Doogie's Horror Den. I am in Doogie, and I'm embracing my inner Jason. And I got three reviews for you. I hope you can handle the horror. That's right. Because these three movies, they were pretty good. And we're going to start off with a movie that was made a couple years ago. It was released in 2019. That movie is called The Lodge. And The Lodge, believe it or not, it was really good. It was directed by Veronica Franz. It stars Richard Armitage, Alicia Silverstone, Riley Crow, Jaden Martell, Leah McHugh. And it's about a family who is going to the family lodge over the holidays, and it's the backstory is the mother passed away, and the father is dating again, so he wants them all to come together over the holidays up at this lodge. Okay, so they go up there, and then of course the father gets called back to work, so the new girlfriend has to stay with the kids for a couple days or a week or whatever it is. And weird things start happening, like animals start dying, things disappearing, people ending out in the snow. And it turns out that the soon-to-be stepmother, because they're engaged, was a lone survival of a cult mass murder. So, that being said, this movie was weird, creepy, and that's all I gotta say. Like, I've never seen... this movie doesn't give you any hope. It really doesn't. Like, starts dreary, movie's dreary. It's a good movie. It's a real good movie. It's just like, by the time the movie's over, you're just like, literally no hope for this movie. Or for the people in this movie, because, don't get me wrong. Acting was great and all that. It's just like, this movie had nothing positive. If you know what I mean. Like, this is one of the movies that, like, leaves you breathless, where you're just like, what did I just watch here? Kind of like The Mist. If you get my drift, because The Mist, at the end, you're just like, same thing happened here. But The Lodge was a great way to start 2022 for me and the Horror Den. So we have our rating system, of course. M for murder. Movie, not really that good. Probably never watch it again. MD, murder death. We all know what that is. It's an okay movie. Maybe I'll watch it again. It was decent. And of course, MDK, murder death kill. That movie was phenomenal. I would watch it again in a heartbeat. Great movie. The Lodge, for me, it was an MD for me. It was MD. I will watch it again just so I make sure that I didn't miss anything. But check out The Lodge. I swear you're going to end up just like me. Yeah, that's my face at the end of it. So definitely check out The Lodge. Right now it's on, I have Hulu, so check it out on Hulu. Definitely worth a watch. So now the second movie on my list, I never even heard of until I came across it by accident. This movie is called Hall, like hallway, just short, Hall. And this movie is about a hallway in a hotel that's being overrun by a virus. And everyone who catches this virus, they're all like choking and crawling and dying. But like right before they die, they get really, really violent. And then they're like, "Ugh!" So Hall is directed by Francesco Giannini. I am sorry if I said that wrong. But yeah, so this movie, this is another one. You're rooting for the people in this movie who are in it, but we all know you don't escape the virus. So there's a family comes into the hotel. The father gets sick, and he tries to break his wife's foot just when he's about to die. He lunged at her, And then there's a pregnant woman who's crawling along the hallway the whole time trying to live. And like you look out into this hallway and people are just down the whole hallway all choking and trying to breathe and move. It's very unsettling, this movie. It's a very basic movie. It's like 90% of the movie is all in this hallway, or in this hallway and floor with these families trying to figure out how to live. The lighting was really good in this movie. You feel dread while watching this movie because you're like, what is going on? And then you find out what happens. A man-made virus, of course. I forget his name. I should have wrote it down. If anybody knows watches Supernatural, he played Death on Supernatural. Very creepy character. Turns out he had a weaponized virus, and he wanted to show it to the world, of course, of what it could do. And of course, it kills everybody. So, Hall. Just when you think the mother and daughter escape, they go down to the bottom of the hotel, and nobody else knows what's going on because there's a party downstairs. And they get out to their car, and they start driving, and well, I'll leave it just like that so you can make your own answer to how this movie ended. It was very real, very, very scary, something that could actually happen. So Hallway gets another strong MD for me. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And now, on to movie 3. Brand new movie just came out on Hulu called Mother Android. Now that's directed by Madsen Tomlin. It stars Chloe Grace Moretz and Augie Smith, Raul Castillo. And this movie is about a world who is going through an apocalypse, of course. Every movie has an apocalypse attack. And this one is all androids are trying to kill the humans. Like it's around Christmas and they're all having parties and all of a sudden this like something happens to all electronics and it turns all the androids like psycho pretty much for killing humans. And so that sets up the movie where the girl is pregnant and they're trying to find a safe zone and they hear that it's all the way up in Boston. So they trek across, the eastern seaboard trying to get to this place. And they go through a lot of twists and turns. This movie wasn't really a horror movie. I thought it was going to be more of a horror movie. It's just straight up sci-fi. Like, I was hoping to be like sci-fi horror, kind of like my favorite sci-fi horror movie is like Aliens. But it's just like oh, okay, so they could sort of do it, with androids and him. I mean, it wasn't scary. It wasn't creepy. I wasn't freaked out by it. It had some good action. Um, the androids, though, when you start shooting them in the face and their skin starts coming off, that looks pretty freaky. Then their eyes glow blue when they're really trying to find somebody or when they're trying to talk to each other without talking. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But and this is another one like the Lodge or Hall that there's like no hope. You know? So all these three movies I reviewed, no hope. No hope. But Mother Android, MD. We're going to MD that one. So 3 strong MDs to start the year. That's pretty good. So, with that being said, go watch The Lodge. Go watch Hall, which is on Tubi. Don't forget that. It's on Tubi. And Mother Android, which is on Hulu. And before I go, I just want to ask, have you seen the new trailer for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is coming on Netflix? Holy crap. Go watch it right now. It's going to be amazing. But until then, my horror peeps, this has been Doogie hanging out with you in Doogie's Horror Den. I will see you all next time very, very soon. And don't forget to check me out on Spotify. Just type in Doogie's Horror Den, and I have a few episodes of my brand new podcast. Check it out there. Until next time, I will see you all later.